Hey, hi guys, and welcome back to askNK. Today we are looking at some questions, and these are questions that has been asked. So May is asking, how do we actually, get the beam object? So before you could actually get the beam object link from here, there's actually something called the twin linker that also existed somewhere around here, and you could actually find that, I think, somewhere around here before. But right now it is not available in this new version of Twinmotion. Unfortunately, you cannot find that. But if you want to actually get it, or let's say you want to still have access to it, nonetheless, if you go over to the website here, you cannot find the plugin for that. But then if you go through the SketchUp warehouse, you will be able to find the beam object, plugin. And there is a plugin for SketchUp directly to Twinmotion, so you will be able to just download this one, get all the beam files that you want, send them over to Twinmotion. And if you want to check out apps that actually have support for beam objects, you can find them here. Link to these places would be in the description, so you guys can actually check this thing out. For me, I think it would have made a lot of sense if they had kept it, but I think that come November 2019, they might go ahead and actually re-implement this back into Twinmotion, and we'll have all of those good stuff. Next up, the next thing he was asking, which May is asking, is how can you do a 360 video? So maybe you want to create a video and you want it to be 360 at the end of the day. How you can do that is really simple. Actually, how you can do that is quite simple. So what you need to do is you need to get your video files. So let's say I'm in a parking lot like this. Let's just go up a bit. So I'm in a parking lot like this and I want to make a couple of video files. What you need to do is you can come over to video, you can hit create, add one clip. Let's rotate to this other side, add another clip, and once we just do this very simple playback, we have something like this. All right, and let's also say that we also want to have another clip. So let's just fly through and go back into this place, so we can actually, I think there's a nice place here within the balcony, I guess. Okay, so let's say there is some very nice place around here you want to also have a 360 video from. Okay, so what you can do here is you can also add another clip. All right, and let's say you want to turn all the way to this section, maybe you can add another clip. Then if you come over to the edit, you can come through and drag clip 1 and maybe clip 2, so you can have one long continuous clip that just happens. So it just happens like this and cuts over to this part. All right, so let's say this is what you want to make. So if you want a 360 video for this, or let's say you have your own walkthrough, what you can do is when you go over to export, you can just simply put just the movie file that you want. So once you do that, you click on more and you change this from standard to 360. All right, it's as simple as that. Standard to 360. If you want to use like a 3D glass to actually watch this, or you want it as a 3D video, so you can actually do that here and do that here as well. Here is where you can check out the resolution that you want. So the resolution could be 2K, 4K, 8K, depending on what you're going for. It's good as that. If you have issues with rendering, because believe me, a 360 video takes a lot of time to render. That's why we're not even going to try rendering this right here. 360 video takes a lot of time to render. So you can choose to render as a video file format, or you can choose to render as PNG. And at the same time, you can also check the play rates here. All right, the frame rate, you can also check it here, especially if you have videos playing. So you can check the other video where we talked about it. Of course, you can get this. Always turn your maximum lighting on whenever you're doing something like that. So I think that is the answer for May. Now, the questions that has been asked by askNK. All right, I'm sorry if I murdered your name, but the questions that have been asked by askNK is how can I import my own animation? So we've already covered a video that has to do with that. And it is simple. You cannot import your own motions inside Twinmotion, at least not as much as I can remember, or as much as I know. I don't think you're actually able to do that right now. All right, so the next question he asks is, can I import cameras from other applications? No, you cannot do that. Can I what if I import a car or a human being? Will it work in the same path? Yes, if you import any other thing, you can actually have them work in different paths. I mean, the path that you've already set. And we already covered a video called custom path. So I'm just going to go through and show you. So let me just fly through over to this point and show you. So how can you do that? If you come through and you click here, come through to paths, and let's say you just bring up a custom path, you can just click and drag things wherever you want. All right, so you want things to work around here, of course you can just use this, and anything you throw in here is going to replace this box. All right, so check out the video where we talked about custom path, and I guess it's going to do you so much good. And you can turn on physics, you can turn off physics, depending on what you want to do. You can do all of that stuff. All right, so whatever you replace here, so even if it's something that you imported, if once you replace it there, of course it's going to work. If you go over to your user library, and I think I have this stuff, if we come through and just simply replace this now, you'll notice that I have this tree traveling through. All right, so this is the same thing. You can do that back and forth. The next question is, even exporting with maximum quality, I am experiencing jagged shadows while rendering clips. All right, sometimes the problem with that is not the fact that your rendering is bad. Sometimes you might have overlapping geometries. All right, sometimes you might have overlapping geometries. So if you have overlapping geometries, let me just go ahead and actually stop this right now. So if you have overlapping geometries, you may probably experience those rough shadows, jittering here and there. All right, those flickering shadows, you may have them. Another thing is that depending on how much you are rendering, so if you're about to start rendering, my advice is go ahead and make sure you check all the all the high boxes. Make sure that you check all of them, so you can actually come through from here. Make sure that you have all your qualities and all this stuff set properly before you actually go ahead and start rendering. And when you're about to render, you may also want to come over and make sure that you have some things checked. So if I go back to, let's say, video, create, let's just select one of these clips somewhere around here within the lighting. If you can also make sure that you have your your shadows checked properly. I guess these are like the few checkpoints that you need to make sure that you have things set before you actually go ahead to start rendering. Another thing which I'm very sure that causes these issues are actually overlapping geometries. So try as much as possible to make sure that your geometries that cast shadows are not overlapping each other, else you'll definitely have those jagged stuff. The next question is, if I need dust, smoke, or explosion, can I import it, and in what format? All right, so we've covered a video that has to do with volumetrics. For now, Twinmotion doesn't support that, as they have their own they have their own volumetrics and all that stuff. So you can always go ahead and use the particle system that exists in Twinmotion, and probably I guess some of these things might be implemented in the new Twinmotion that is coming. And of course, if they are, then it's gonna make a whole lot of sense. So these are the questions that you guys have asked, and I guess I did my best to actually answer some of them. And if you have more questions about Twinmotion, if there are things that you would like to know, please put them in the comment section, and I'll do my best to cover the videos that has to do with these things and come through for you guys and actually answer you as much as I can. And that's going to be about it, guys. If you like this video or you learned something from it, go ahead and give it a like. And if you're new here, it's going to be amazing if you can hit the subscribe button and also turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video. And until I see you guys again with a tutorial update, Free Friday, Tutorial Tuesday, tips and tricks, things like this. Peace.